Okay, see here. So anybody knows what is exact meaning of module? Anybody? Do you know what is meaning of module?
Are divided into multiple standalone modules.
Yet, anybody? Do you have an idea what is the meaning of module? Okay. Yes, anyone? Do you know what is module? Yes, anybody? Okay, see here. So is this screen visible for you? These boxes are visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us consider this as module 1. Okay. Let us consider this as module 2. And let us consider this as module 3. Okay. So modules are what? Modules are the working units. Okay. Modules are the working units of your software, right? So it is just like a function. You know functions in C program, right? What is the job of a function? Whenever a function is called, it will execute and the value is returned back to the main function. So modules are just like functions. Modules are also like subroutines. Okay. So your entire project is first divided into modules. Remember that while during the development of the project, entire project is first divided into modules. Now here you can see that there are 3 modules, module 1, module 2 and module 3. It means suppose we want to develop a project, right? So what is that project? Suppose we want to develop a project of basic, we will take ATM system, right? Suppose we want to develop a project of ATM software, right? So during the development of this ATM software, you cannot develop the software at one glance. You have to divide the requirements into modules. Suppose the module 1 is related to login, okay, and logout. Suppose the module 1 is related to login and logout. Suppose module 2 is related to deposit and withdrawal, right? That is also called as what? Transactions, right? It is also called as transactions. Now the module 3, okay, suppose it works only for customer and bank details, right? So customer and bank details. So when we want to develop the software, first thing is that your software is divided into modules. So login and logout module will take care of login and logout activities. Deposit and withdrawal transaction will take care of deposit and withdrawal activities. Customer and bank detail module will work for customer and bank detail activities. So at the development, okay, at the development of the software, what will happen? First, the entire requirements are collected and the entire software is divided into different modules. So module by module development is carried out. So first the designing of this module is done, coding of this module is done, and then this module is also tested. When this module is ready, okay, at the same time second module designing, development and testing is carried out. At the same time designing, development and testing of the third module is carried out. So this is called as what? Modular approach. So this development system is called as modular approach. What is modular approach? Development of a software by creating the different modules, right? So everyone follows this approach. Your entire requirements are divided into different modules and activities are carried out simultaneously. Is it clear? You understood what is a modular approach? So the modules are designed separately, coded separately and tested separately, and later on all these modules are combined to form a ATM software. All these are combined and then we do system testing, and then it is said that your software is ready. Okay, so our incremental model, okay, depends on this type of approach. Incremental model, which is the second software development model. So this depends on this concept, right? So let us see how does the incremental model works. So incremental model, here the requirements are divided into multiple modules. Okay, just now I told you when we want to design an ATM software, you divide the requirements into different modules, right? So just now you saw there are 3 modules. So in this model, what we do, we collect the requirement, and the requirements are divided into different modules, right? Each module goes through the requirement design, implementation, and testing phase. Suppose we have 3 modules, right? Suppose this is first module, this is second module, and this is third module. So first module, this is first module, this is second module, and this is third module. So in incremental model, what they tell us, each model, okay, or each module has to undergo all these activities. Suppose build 1, build 2, build n. So what is that? Each module goes under design and development. Each module goes under testing. Each module goes under implementation. So let me revise this diagram once again. See, so what happens here is, see, it tells us that first the requirements are divided into modules. Module 1, module 2, and module 3. Each module, okay, each of the module will undergo what? Design, okay, 1D belongs for design, development, and testing. So each of the modules will undergo what? Design, development, and testing. Andre enri pratyondu model designing, development and testing enaಗ್ತೈತಿ separately carry out ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. So what is the advantage of this? The development is carried out module wise. All the modules development is carried out here. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲ modules development ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ side by side ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. Okay, all modules are developed side by side. So each module has to undergo what? All the phases. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು module ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ? Design, development, testing. Okay, see here, design and development, testing, implementation. So implementation here can be taken as the final system testing and final module. So module denati finalization yavag agtೈತಿ? Last. So here implementation is given at the last. Okay, so these are the explanation of phases. Okay, explanation of phases. Okay, requirement analysis. Here you carry out the functional requirement, right? Then design and development. Okay, in this phase what you do, decide the functionality, design and code. Then you go for testing, and in implementation you go for execution, right? Now when do we use the incremental model? When exactly this incremental model is used, right? So this model is used, see, when the requirements are superior. Superior means what? Please mute your mics and put your roll numbers in the chat box. So when the requirements are superior, it means when we have a good set of requirements. When a project has lengthy development schedule. Somebody please mute your mic, all of you. Okay, see, when a project has a lengthy development schedule, what it means? When our project has so many modules, okay, when our project has so many modules, at that time you can go for incremental model. When the software teams are not well skilled or trained, it means we have a team but few members are new in the team. Okay, when the customer demands a quick release of the product, so when the customer wants a quick development of the product, you can develop prioritized requirements first. So out of that 4 modules, you can choose which module you want to develop. Are you getting that? Okay, so you can choose any one module development first. Now what are the advantages? See, errors are easy to recognize, it is easy to test and debug, it is more flexible, simple to manage risk because it is handled during iteration, right? So let me tell you what are the disadvantages. See, disadvantages are need for good planning, total cost is high, well-defined module interfaces are also needed, right? So these are the disadvantages of the incremental model, right? Okay, so any queries, guys? Any queries are there? Okay, so what happens in incremental model? We divide the entire project into modules. Okay, we divide entire project into module, and each module, okay, each module has to undergo all the phases. In waterfall, what happens? In waterfall model, what used to happen? Completion of one phase and then we used to go to the next phase. But here in incremental model, what is going to happen? Entire software is divided into modules. Each module is working on each module is carried out simultaneously. It means we go for design, development, testing, implementation module wise. Simultaneously, you can work on all the modules. Okay. So by this, you can easily see that there is very less time required and fast release of the software is obtained here. Quick release of the software is obtained when we go for this type of incremental development, right? Then you can go to the explanation of the phases. Then you can go for advantages and then you can go for disadvantages, right? Okay, so is it clear, guys? Any queries are there? If any queries are there, you can ask.